Welcome to the fourth virtual UKNOF and the final UKNOF meeting of the year. My name is Denesh Bhabuta. I'm an executive director at UKNOF Limited, which runs UKNOF. And I'm also the UKNOF events manager, a title I made up just for myself, really. So there's only one slide here for this presentation for my welcome. Please take a snapshot for reference later on. There are a few links on there. And so you can refer to it later, or you can download the PDF from the agenda on the website, on the meeting website. Just a few things before we start the proceedings today. Participation in any UKNOF activity is subject to the respect policy, and I've included the link on the slide over there, uknof.uk/respect. And so please familiarize yourselves with this. And it covers any participation, be it online or physical activity within UKNOF. The other thing is we offer a chat feature. So the Zoom side chat is disabled, and all UKNOF meeting chat is on our Mattermost platform. uknof.uk/chat is where you go for that. It's in the UKNOF channel, and you may interact with your peers over there. If you haven't signed up to the chat service yet, you may sign up using the link uknof.uk/chat sign up. We also encourage you to post about the meeting on social media. And the meeting hashtag is virtual UKNOF. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So we run these meetings in webinar mode, and the audience is thus muted. However, we do encourage questions. So please use the Q&A option in your Zoom client. Don't use the chat. Well, you won't be able to. Please don't raise your hand. Only ask the questions using the Q&A option in Zoom. I would suggest that you get your questions in as early as possible, because they're done on a first come, first served basis. Sometimes what we do is we ask that as the talk is halfway through, you may have some questions, start typing them in at that point. Once your questions are there, please make sure that you state your affiliation. Your name is picked up anyway. And one of the session chairs, Tom Hill and Simon Challinor from today's co-host, BT, and James Bensley from the UKNOF PC, will either one of those will be answering, will be asking the question live on screen. So that's it for the moment from me. If you need to take a screenshot of this slide for your reference, please do so now. And before I pass on to BT is one of UKNOF's patrons, and they're today's co-host. So I'll hand you over to Simon, and he'll say a few words before we get on with the rest of the meeting.
Thanks, Denesh. Good afternoon, all. So my name's Simon Challinor, working BT's infrastructure division with a team that do the design, the build and the operate of all of BT's networks and data centers and operational software as well, and all the exchanges. I'm in what we call the 99% perspiration end of things, but so that leads me to the 1% inspiration. We have Tom Hill, Simon Fish and Andy Fiddler from Neil McRae's team. That's our central architecture team. So that's the team that tells us what to do, we go and build it. That's kind of how it works sometimes. I think I'm allowed a word from our sponsor, so I'm going to quickly share a slide here. Hopefully, Dinesh, you can tell me if you can see that okay?
Yes, that's coming through fine.
That's good. Okay, so I won't go through it all, don't worry, but I'm not going to tell you what BT does and how many wonderful networks we've got or the status of our 5G rollout, but I will point out a few things maybe you don't know a bit about. So in the middle there, we handle 90,999 calls per day. That's Philip Jansen there helping to answer a few, it appears in the picture. So 32 million calls a year. And on the right-hand side, if you're interested in green issues, that's a picture of one of our first electric vans. So we're supporting the government to roll out initiatives to bring in more support for electric vehicles. And yeah, we've already got a few electric vans running out there. We've got 32,000 vehicles, so there's a few more to go yet. But we're certainly, we're big on greener issues, and telecoms in general is a green industry, but we can do an awful lot more, as you know. So I'm afraid when BT agreed to sponsor this, maybe you're expecting our auditorium in London and maybe some nice canapes and great coffee, but you've got my study here and you've got half a bag of hopnogs in the kitchen if you're quick. Otherwise, hope the show goes well, and I'll hand you back to you, Denesh.
Unmuted.
Ah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Simon. So in addition to BT, who are one of our patrons, I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our sponsor for the meeting, Arista Networks. So thank you, Arista. I'd also like to thank our patrons, BT, of course, and LONAP, who are our principal patrons, and the premium patrons who are CenturyLink, Flex Optics, IPv4 Market Group, and RIPE NCC. A big thank you also to our long-term partners, Bogons and Portfast. So Tom Hill and Simon Challinor are from today's co-host, BT, and James Bensley from the UKNOF PC. They will be running the 3 sessions today. And I will hand you over to Tom, who's chairing the first session, with Simon doing the timekeeping and James doing the Q&A for the first one. Okay, over to you, Tom.
Thank you very much, Dinesh. It's absolutely wonderful to be here co-hosting this virtual UKNOF. I really I'm quite grateful that BT are allowing us to come along and do this and to give a little bit back to the community as we do try to. A special thanks to Denesh in particular for corralling all of us on this BT side here and organising us, planaging us into actually getting to this point, which was no mean feat, I must say. There was quite a lot of preparation that went into this, so thank you very much indeed for that.